From auto-aim targeting paracube boxes over players, to the smoke being purple in the Chinese version of BrawlStars, here are 20 facts about the Showdown game mode. And by the way, be sure to subscribe, because of the 1,000 subscribers, I'll do a Brawl Pass Plus giveaway. Let's go! Do you know the paracube boxes in Showdown? Well, their health depends on the average power level of all the players in the lobby. Here, let me show you an example. In this lobby, the average power level was 9, therefore the health of the boxes was 7,500. Here's a quick graph I made to show you the health of the paracube boxes compared to the average power level. You used to not be able to spectate players after death. After you died, you got sent straight back to the lobby, where you deserve to be. Anyways, this feature was added when BrawlStars was still in beta, so not many people knew about this. Did you know Duo Showdown was introduced the same day Penny was? Well, me neither, but that's quite interesting. I mentioned this at the start, but the smoke is purple in the Chinese version. This was done to comply by China's laws. At least that's what I think. I'm not too sure. I'm not a Chinese lawyer, you know. But you know, the purple looks cool. Additionally, as a bonus fact, in China, if you reach top 4 in the game, you can actually leave and get trophies. Isn't that interesting? It used to be that once you hit over 600 trophies, player names will stop showing in matches. This is true for all game modes, but I think that this was done purposefully for Solo Showdown to prevent teaming. If you don't know who the players are, then it's harder to team, but due to the large amount of skins, sprays, pins and cosmetics there are these days, it's really hard to stop teaming and win trading, so Supercell just gave up and increased this cap to 1,000 trophies. For those who like getting masteries, did you know that if you place between 1st and 4th place, you get the same amount of mastery points? So you can just camp in the bush, wait till you're 4th and can die, and carry on this process to get max mastery for any brawler of your choice. It's really that easy. On the 15th of April 2019, several changes were made to Solo Showdown to make it harder to team. This was via modifiers. Meteors were more likely to hit large groups of people, and healing mushrooms, remember those, would spawn next to people who are by themselves. Same goes for the energy drinks. Now the healing mushrooms are no longer in the game, which is sad, but the energy drinks still are, and they function as intended. Did you know poison used to do 1,000 damage per second, so brawlers with more HP would win in poison. However, the poison gas now deals 20% of a brawler's maximum health per second, so this means every brawler will die at the same time. Also, staying in it for more than 5 seconds increases it by an additional 5% per second. So it's pretty much impossible to survive. Well, unless you have that stupid stew mutation. An interesting little fact that the respawn time for Duo Showdown used to be 13 seconds instead of 15 seconds. I don't know why they changed it, but 15 seconds seems like a nicer number. Showdown Plus was a thing. It was basically Showdown, but defeating a brawler gives you +1 trophy for each brawler, and being defeated makes you lose a trophy. Showdown Plus was available in its own game slot, and it followed the same map as normal Showdown. This has later been reworked into Trophy Escape, which I think is much better and more fun. Interestingly, auto-aim used to target paracube boxes over players. This led to a lot of situations where people used auto-aim, kept hitting boxes instead of players, and dying as a result of it. I think that's quite funny, and shows a lack of skill. It's a shame they changed this though. You know those win streaks? Well, if you get 6th to 10th place, you lose that streak. If you get 5th place, it's a draw, so you keep that streak, but you don't get any trophies. And if you get 1st to 4th, then your win streak goes up. For Duo Showdown, 1st and 2nd is a win, 3rd place is a draw, and 4th and 5th is a loss. Quick fact, the underdog system, which is present in all 3 Reefy game modes, does not apply in Solo/Duo Showdown. Speaking of Duo Showdown, it used to not be a permanent game mode. You couldn't select it like you can nowadays between Solo and Duo. It was rotated alongside Brawl Ball, Bounty, Robo Rumble, and Boss Fight. Originally, the power cubes looked different. They were called Elixir, and they looked like this. That's interesting. Now that we're approaching our last 5 facts, can I just ask you guys to subscribe if you enjoyed the video so far, leave a like if you liked it, dislike if you didn't. And now let's continue with the last 5 facts. In Map Maker, you can place up to 50 paracube boxes. However, in game only 16 show up. I wonder why. Did you know that not all maps are made by Supercell themselves? There are actually a lot of community made maps. A few examples are River Rush, Hot Maze, and Victor Valley, but there are many more. And if you're curious, I believe that the way you can get a community map to show up in the actual game and chosen by Supercell is for it to be won in the Map Maker event. But don't quote me on that, that's just a theory. A brawl theory. There used to be a bug that caused your screen to stay red after a showdown match. Now I couldn't find any footage on this, but this is how it used to look like from what I remember. The aspect ratio for showdown is different to all of the game modes. Now, why is that? Well, it's to stop people from having advantages. If you play on a tablet like an iPad, then your aspect ratio is 4:3, so you can't see as much on the map as a player on a phone would. Therefore, Supercell had to scale down the showdown borders to make it fair for every single player, so each player gets the same amount of map view. This doesn't apply in 3v3 game modes because it doesn't really matter if you can see more off to the side. It doesn't give you any advantage. I think that's really interesting because it's hard-coded in the game. You cannot change your screen in any sort of way to bypass this. And lastly, out of all friendly battle options, Solo and Duo Showdown are the only ones that do not support power play mode. well, I guess the 5v5 modes also don't support it, but they don't really count. They already have the 3v3 version counterparts. And that's 20 fun facts about Showdown. Make sure to subscribe to join the giveaway, and check the community tab for more giveaways, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.